Thanks so much for listening to this episode of Automotive Repair News Today. I'm your host, Braxton Critcher, and this is our weekly podcast covering the top news around the auto repair industry. First up, Mitchell 1 has partnered with 360 Payments to streamline payment processing. Their new integration connects 360 Payments with Mitchell 1's Manager SE system, making transactions smoother and improving customer experience. With features like text-to-pay and financing options, this collaboration helps shops save time, boost efficiency, and provide better service. Mitchell 1 says their partnership reinforces their commitment to shop success, while 360 Payments calls it a game-changer for the industry. The Tire Industry Association, otherwise known as TIA, has opened nominations for the Tire Industry Hall of Fame, its highest honor, recognizing individuals who have significantly contributed to the tire industry. The award is open to professionals across the industry, including manufacturers, dealers, recyclers, and executives. Inductees are selected based on their contributions to innovation, leadership, service, and industry impact. Honorees will be announced in the fall and celebrated at TIA's pre-show events before the Global Tire Expo in November. Nominations are open until June 23rd. NAPA Auto Care is launching a new Team Tool Rebate to support Auto Care Center technicians in acquiring essential tools. The rebate, part of NAPA's apprenticeship program, offers a percentage back on purchases made at NAPA throughout the year. Top-tier NAPA Gold certified members will receive additional benefits. A major push for the national right to repair movement is gaining traction in Congress. Representative Neil Dunn is urging lawmakers to act on the Bipartisan Repair Act, which aims to prevent automakers from restricting vehicle repairs. While state-level efforts like Massachusetts' right to repair law have made progress, Dunn argues that federal action is needed to protect consumer choice nationwide. Independent repair shops service 70% of the 292 million vehicles on U.S. roads, but modern technology like ADAS and telematics has made access to repair information more difficult. The Repair Act seeks to ensure fair access to repair data and affordable service options. With over 60 bipartisan co-sponsors and backing from 500,000 businesses nationwide, the bill continues to gain support, hopefully passing soon. Ohio's top collision repair, refinishing, and estimating students have been crowned at the 2025 Skills Ohio State Competition. Held in Columbus, the event brought together 54 high school juniors and seniors who excel in regional contests. Winners now advance to the Skills USA National Competition in Atlanta this June. The competition highlights the growing importance of career and technical education programs, equipping students with hands-on skills and industry connections. Industry leaders including ICAR, PPG, and CCC were on site to elevate students and provide resources. Collision Right also hosted a mock job interview segment, helping students prepare for future careers in the automotive repair industry. Pittsburgh State University in Pittsburgh, Kansas, is planning a $20 million expansion to enhance its automotive program, according to KSN 16. The new facility will feature a laboratory space for students to work with heavy equipment, including hydraulic systems and electric vehicles. Currently, the Collision Repair and Insurance Technology Lab is cramped, with hybrid electric tech housed in the automotive service facility. The expansion will provide room for growth across all of the university's automotive programs. Standard Motor Products has expanded its gasoline fuel injector program, offering over 1,100 all-new injectors for a wide range of vehicles. Manufactured in South Carolina, these injectors meet OE performance standards and are never remanufactured. The expansion includes new DJI and MFI injectors to popular models like Honda Civic, Nissan Rogue, and Dodge Challenger. SMP emphasizes that rigorous testing to ensure quality and durability, positioning itself against low-cost competition. The updated injector lineup is now available through standardbrand.com and electronic catalog providers. EV adoption is accelerating, with projections now showing nearly 46% of light-duty vehicle sales will be electric by 2030. By 2035, over 78 million EVs could be on U.S. roadways, making up more than a quarter of all vehicles. Despite its growth, most general repair shops see few EVs, with 70% reporting that EVs make up 10% of less than their annual car count. Tire maintenance is the most common EV service, as EV tires wear out faster due to added weight and instant torque. However, most shops are still unprepared for EV repairs, with fewer than a third of technicians receiving EV-specific training. This presents a major opportunity for shops willing to invest in EV expertise and equipment. A new bill in California, Senate Bill 712, aims to erase restrictions on classic car owners by exempting vehicles 35 years or older from smog checks if they are insured as collector cars. Introduced by Senator Shannon Grove on March 4th and backed by automotive icon Jay Leno, the bill seeks to preserve California's rich car culture while supporting the specialty automotive aftermarket industry, which generates over $40 billion annually. The bill, supported by SEMA, highlights that classic cars are rarely driven and should not be subject to stringent emissions regulations. Enthusiasts, industry leaders, and car clubs statewide are backing the legislation, which is set for its first Senate Transportation Committee hearing in April. A new automotive training technician program has launched at the Northland Workforce Training Center in Buffalo, New York. They plan to address the local technician shortage there. Developed by Erie Community College with input from the Northtown Automotive and West Herr Auto Group, the 8-month program provides hands-on training in a custom-built shop. With 2 groups of 15 students already enrolled, the program aims to equip future technicians with the skills needed for long-term careers in the industry. All right, that wraps up this week's episode of Automotive Repair News Today. Thanks so much for listening, and if you have not yet, please subscribe. You'll get notifications for new episodes. Thanks for being here. Hey, if you're still here, thank you so much for listening to this episode of Automotive Repair News Today. If you enjoyed the show, please take a moment, like, share, subscribe to the podcast. That'll help us out a big deal and help grow the show. And you know what? While you're at it, slap on a review too if you feel like this content is helpful for the industry. Don't forget to follow us on all your favorite social media platforms. We're on Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn. Stay connected and be the first to know about new episodes, behind-the-scene content, and more. And until next time, let's make the industry better together.